two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises. One of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey! Get on!
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
DC, ready?
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 5.
Return it. Set up! Set up! Finish it up! Finish it!
They go play action now. Jackson, hard throw, incomplete.
He certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Over. 26.
On play action, now Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. To the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 23-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
It's not. All right. No, we changed it. Oh.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed, who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Green 18.
Here's Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out. Hey, report. Good. Nice hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Boom past the 45. And he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Steelers first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Green 18. Hey, 88. Green 18.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
2nd down and 6 now.
319. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at this.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Misdirection is the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
That's 26. Blue 58. Over. Blue 58.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now it's Rodgers. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 27 yards. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we tend to give those running backs that were slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 22 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, report.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. A short one there to Freiermuth. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it is caught. He's got room at the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
319.
Now runs straight ahead with one. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 coming up.
319.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10.
Hey!
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
And that's a good start right there. This game's changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes second down.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's one big play because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
Throwing. Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance is just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talk